name is Tershinsky, and I'm going to do my speech on my major in early childhood education. Right now, I am going to school currently at AMU. I am a major in early childhood education, and I love children. I am hopefully going to be able to start my daycare soon. I have about 6 more classes. I'm so excited. I think that being a mom and being around kids makes my day a lot better. And I have a great time getting to know the kids, getting to teach them, and for them learning. It is such a blessing and so rewarding for me. I recently heard a story, or read a story in one of my classes about a kid named Matt. This story really stuck out to me. It was really touching, and maybe you'll feel the same way about it as I did. Matt is a kid that has emotional and behavior disorder. It started out very young. He was very aggressive and very hard to control. At 7 months old at daycare, he continuously banged his head up against his crib and the wall. I'm not sure. Most of the time they say it's for attention, and it was his emotional and behavior disorder that was starting, and it started at a very young age. By the time of the daycare, teachers got to him, his nose was bloody, his face was bloody, and they called his mother. When she arrived to pick him up, he had blood all over his face, all down his chest, and all over his shirt, all over his clothes. They really accused her of just being a bad mom, being the worst mom you could be. It was all her fault. They blamed pretty much everything on her. And she wasn't sure, because a lot of parents don't realize that there are emotional behaviors and there are different types of special needs that kids have. So for a long time, she walked around and considered herself a bad mother. She still tried everything that she could. Matt was just a special case. Around 5 years old, he threatened to kill her. He told her that he hated her, he wanted her dead. She still was a loving mother, just as long as everyone else would be. She loved her kid, and she kept on going. On Halloween, his emotional behavior was triggered in a way that she had never seen before. Everyone was dressed up in their costumes, trick-or-treating, and Matt got away from her. He ran to a lake nearby where they were trick-or-treating, and when she went in to get him, he tried to repeatedly drown himself so that she would not come in after him. As long as she would stay away, he would not try to drown himself. But as soon as she came and tried to help him, his emotional and behavior disorder acted up somewhere inside of him and said that he did not need help. He did not need for his mom to come in after him. So every time that she would try to help, he would try to drown himself. She went on for about a year, wondering what she could do, how she could change him, what she had done wrong, if there was something that he had saw in his past, something that had triggered it. So she called a social worker. The social worker did a lot of things that no one else has done for him before. She asked him, instead of, "You are doing it wrong, what do you think you can change, or what should you do better? What's wrong with you? Can you talk to me about it? What is your opinion on things?" Those things helped Matt to progress in his social development and his emotional development. It gave him the opportunity to see that not everyone is going to judge him because he may be a little different. This person gave him confidence, and it made him a better person. By the age of 14, he was on 22 prescription drugs. They thought that this would make him a better person, make him calm down. They can give him anti-anxiety medicine, something to control his behavior, something for sleeping. They gave him pretty much anything you can think of you can give a 14-year-old child. 22 prescriptions is a whole lot. I haven't seen anyone, maybe over 50 or 60 years old that takes more than 10 prescription medicines. So they put him on 22 prescriptions. He was in fights every day. He could only stay at school for an hour at a time because he would argue, fight, be abusive, or even hurt himself. They went and did a study. They went and took him and did his grades, took him to a special aid class, saw if he did better with students that were more like him. And they figured out that maybe that he was doing better there. He was more trustful. He had better grades. He was still unconfident in himself, though. The teacher that was working with him said that he had a lot of trust issues. He would not get very close to anyone, but the fact that his grades were getting better, he was more confident in himself. Later on, he was about to graduate from school. He finally got off a lot of his medications, and he was doing great. He had good grades. He was having good friends. He had good things going on in his life. His mother and his relationship was doing a lot better. And in the end, he still was a little unconfident in himself. They gave out an award for the Principal Pratt Award, and his teacher had talked to him about it a couple of weeks before and asked him what he thought about it, and he said that he was going to give up again because he didn't see the point. He would never win the award. And a week later, Matt received the Principal Pratt Award of the Year. So that story touched me, and I hope it does the same for you. And if your children have special needs or anything that you think is a sign that they may need more attention or more care, then I hope that you will try, like Matt's mom did, to make sure that they get that care. Thank you.